Manchester United enter July with an exciting month ahead, with 2024 pre-season set to begin in a week's time. Manager Erik Ten Hag has been retained after winning the FA Cup, but he is under pressure to deliver an improved 2023-24 Premier League season. No signings have yet been made, yet we are just 2 weeks away from the first pre-season game. But with June 30th now past, the likes of Anthony Martial and Raphael Varane have now been released, clearing wage space. July 1st has been an active day in the past for United, and there are a few announcements we can potentially expect and see some clarity on. This is Locked In. Footy headlines report Manchester United's home kit for 2024-25 will be announced on July 1st. The kit will be the first Manchester United kit with new sponsor Snapdragon. The kit will be manufactured by Adidas, and a preview can be seen below. Erik Ten Hag contract. Manchester United are negotiating with manager Erik Ten Hag over a new contract extension. Discussions over a new deal have been ongoing over the past fortnight. United will want this wrapped up quickly, and announcing an agreement would be a positive statement of intent. Let's get it fixed up before the players return for pre-season. Mixed in with this could include Ten Hag's new assistants, with Ruud van Nistelrooy and Rene Haake set to join, with Benny McCarthy outgoing. Johnny Evans contract. As of July 1st, Johnny Evans will be a free agent. United have been in discussions with the Northern Ireland defender over a new deal. The Athletic reported there is optimism at Old Trafford that Evans will sign a new deal, continuing to provide valuable backup in central defence. Tom Heaton contract. Similar to Johnny Evans, goalkeeper Tom Heaton will be out of contract on July 1st. United are also continuing to speak to him over a new deal. United could move to bring clarity to the situations of both players by announcing extensions as quickly as possible, if an agreement has been struck. Shola Shoretire future. Talented playmaker Shola Shoretire is now out of contract. When announcing the club's retained list last month, United stated they were continuing discussions with the 20-year-old. Shoretire became one of Manchester United's youngest ever players under former boss Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, but he has not had a look-in under Erik Ten Hag. Expect some clarity to be provided, with it suggested via Manchester World last week that Shoretire will not agree terms on a new deal and will leave Manchester United. Joshua Zirkzee release clause. Manchester United have been closely monitoring Bologna striker Joshua Zirkzee, with Sky Sports reporting the club are expected to pay his release clause. Zirkzee's release clause becomes active on July 1st. Other clubs are looking at the striker too, and United can show how serious they are about him by striking early. There will still be work to do in order to win the race for the striker, but by triggering the clause, the matter of paying the £34 million fee to Bologna will be one step completed. Sofyan Amrabat exit. Manchester United have not yet confirmed what will happen with FA Cup hero Sofyan Amrabat, whose loan expired on June 30th. Last year it was at this time United announced loanees Marcel Sabitzer and Wout Weghorst will not be kept on. Expect similar with Amrabat. United do have an option to buy Amrabat, which had to be exercised before June 30th. In the absence of this, expect clarity that he will head back to Fiorentina. Club hope to agree Manchester United deal in 48 hours after £20 million opening bid. We were hoping Ineos were preparing to race out of the blocks this summer. And as June turned to July, bringing with it the start of a new financial year, Manchester United's new decision-makers appear to have been as good as their word. After months of drawn-out negotiations and no shortage of barbs aimed from Sir Jim Ratcliffe in Newcastle's direction, Dan Ashworth should finally begin in his role as United sporting director imminently. Deals for Matthijs de Ligt, Manuel Ugarte and Joshua Zirkzee, meanwhile, appear to be progressing nicely. An elite footballing operator being brought in behind the scenes? Work on multiple deals being done at the same time? If this is Manchester United under Ineos, then let's just hope it's a sign of things to come. In a further boost to the club's hopes of pulling off a dramatic summer overhaul, talks over a departure that would work wonders for Man United's financial fair play status is also ongoing. Manchester United hope to sell Mason Greenwood. Manchester United turned down Lazio's opening £20 million bid for Mason Greenwood last month, via Gianluca Di Marzio. But the Serie A giants are not giving up just yet. President Claudio Lotito, a huge fan of the forward he tried to sign before Greenwood moved to Spain for a loan spell at Getafe. Corriere dello Sport say that Man United are holding out for £30 million. Lazio will hold a new round talks in the coming 48 hours in an attempt to reach a breakthrough. Lotito, meanwhile, is confident that an agreement can be secured despite rival interest from Juventus and a Marseille side who opened talks last week, per The Athletic's David Ornstein. Marseille, one of European football's sleeping giants, are looking to make a statement signing after the eye-opening appointment of former Brighton boss Roberto De Zerbi as their new head coach. Lazio face Marseille battle. Lazio have already snapped up Tijani Noslin. The former Hellas Verona winger reunites with his former coach Marco Baroni at the Stadio Olimpico, opting to stay in Italy despite claims from Tuttomercato that Man United were also on his heels. United reportedly held talks last Wednesday before submitting a £17 million bid. It is believed, however, that the deal for Noslin, another right-sided attacker, will not prevent Lazio from going all in on Greenwood over the coming days. The Carrington graduate has no future at Old Trafford. He has not featured in Man United red since being suspended by the club in January 2022. Greenwood's departure, meanwhile, would represent pure profit in a financial fair play sense, freeing up further funds for United to bring in a host of new faces. The right-wing spot, meanwhile, is starting to look like a position of strength for Erik ten Hag, presuming that Alejandro Garnacho and Amad Diallo can kick on again at the start of next term. Man United confirm exit of player who they desperately tried to keep with contract offers. Regardless of how the previous season went on the pitch, barely saved by the FA Cup victory, there was one unmitigated success. That was the emergence of the youthful core of the team around which Manchester United can build for years to come. Alejandro Garnacho cemented himself as one of the first names on the team sheet after breaking through the season before. While Kobbie Mainoo didn't even need a breakthrough season, he became crucial straight away. Amad finally started coming into his own after multiple loans, while Rasmus Hojlund showed glimpses of who he can be after scoring his first league goal in December. One player, however, who had many fans excited but didn't shine as brightly was Omari Forson. Omari Forson's exit confirmed by the club. Manchester United have confirmed that Omari Forson has left the club to join Serie A side Monza. Since he was in the academy for 4 years, United are entitled to receive compensation even though his contract has expired. United made multiple attempts to keep him as they offered him fresh terms and senior team minutes, but it was to no avail. At one point during the season, he was even preferred over Amad as the Ivorian sat on the bench and he started on the right wing. Ultimately, Amad started contributing, so it made the selection of Forson difficult to justify regardless of his contract situation. Forson is betting on himself. United clearly valued the player as evidenced by their concerted efforts to keep him, which makes this move commendable for the player. He is choosing to leave comfortable surroundings and potentially join next season's loan army in favor of regular senior football with clarity on his future. As a versatile attacker in a league played at a slower pace, he will fancy his chances of contributing to Monza's cause next season. They have become an established Serie A side after finishing 12th last season, but they scored only 39 goals in 38 games. If Forson can get into double figures for combined goals and assists in his very first season, he will be an unqualified success. Not many players from the academy go on to play for the United senior team, but many carve out nice careers in professional football. Forson will aim to add his name to that list, which, of recently, contains the likes of Angel Gomez, Ben Pearson, Tarith Chong, and Tiden Menji, among others. Who knows, maybe Old Trafford will come calling for him in the future.